when we're just chilling and it's just us and we're just,
I feel like
fucking with each other and shit.
would call us weird.
Yeah.
If they
But I
if they
also
were
think
a fly on the wall
But
sometimes.
I also think in that aspect though, it would also make them say that like you guys are perfect for each other. What up, everybody? You are back in tune with another episode of In the Fields podcast. It is your host, Johnny, with my beautiful wife, Lisa. And yeah, man, we are back with another episode. And in this episode, I think we're going to take a deep dive into the myth of the perfect couple, or, the perfect couple myth, however you guys want to word it. Before we get into the episode, I'd like to start it off with question of the day that we got submitted to us on social media. And if you guys are in tune, shout out to all the feelers who are tuned in. We do normally post the topic of the episode a little bit in advance, so this way you guys have an opportunity to submit your questions. This way we can answer it. So make sure you guys are tuned in, checking us out on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, wherever you guys following us. And yeah, man, this week's question of the day is, hey, Johnny and Lisa. So my partner and I have been together for a few years, and sometimes I catch myself comparing us to other couples who seem happier, more affectionate, or just more in sync. I know social media isn't real life, but it still gets in my head. How do you stop yourself from comparing your relationship to others, especially when it feels like everyone else has it more together than you do?
That's a good question.
You want to take it away, baby?
Yeah, I mean, I've definitely been in that position where I definitely compared situations that I've been in to things that I've seen on social media. But it wasn't until I flipped the switch on like how I viewed social media as well. Like exactly like what she said, like it's not real. Because at the end of the day, people are only showing us what they want us to see. Things that are clickbait, things that are going to get views. Like, obviously, you have to put on some type of act or show or trend or whatever it is to get the engagement that you want. And obviously, like, a big thing in social media is couples goals and, relationship goals and things like that of, like, setting the standard. It's like today's, like, love movie is how you can compare it, because when we were younger, we didn't have social media. We had love movies where it depicted this amazing fairy tale enchanting thing that most young girls idolize and be like, oh my God, I love that. I wish that would happen. But like, that's not real life. Like, yeah, bits and pieces might happen, but it's not going to consistently be like that. You're watching an hour-long movie talking about comparing it to your however long life. So it's like the same thing where, they depict that things are amazing and perfect, but they're not showing you all the fights that they have behind closed doors. They're not showing you their disagreements. They're not blasting their negative stuff that they go through on social media, because why do that? They're couple goals. You know what I mean? So I think just separating yourself and just really looking inward of like what you do have at home. And communication is a huge thing. Like, you need to be able to sit and talk with your partner of like your expectations, your boundaries, the things that you feel you need. And you got to like work together and see like where you guys can come together on those things, what you can and cannot agree on, things that you can provide, you can't provide, reasons why, understandings. Like, there has to be some sort of communication happening.
Yeah, and I think just to expand on that too, or to even pick up from where the listener kind of said, like, social media isn't real. And it's not that it's not real, but what we see on social media 9 times out of 10 is very final product. Mm-hmm. So you are getting the best bits and pieces of everybody's relationship. You are getting the cute and funny moments. You are getting the anniversaries, the lovey-dovey things, the supportiveness, just the overall good side of the relationship is what you tend to see on social media. And it isn't until something bad happens that other media outlets might take advantage of that. Like, you see like a famous couple break up, But like the whole time they've been posting nothing but lovey-dovey stuff. And then finally when they go through something, here comes TMZ or here comes somebody ready to like expand on the negativity. But again, most of the time it's what you're seeing when couples post is you are seeing the good things. You are seeing, you know, a supportive husband or a supportive wife who's, you know, interested in each other's hobbies and things of that nature. So yeah, you are getting very final product. And you know, the best piece of advice I could give anybody is, you know, if you are going to look at social media, understand that it sets like unrealistic standards for people. You know what I'm saying? Hey,
Yeah.
can you leave her mic alone? Thanks, buddy.
I mean, I think it's a good way to like find things that you're into. Like, I know I've seen a lot of people post about like decorating a whole hotel room, like to where it's a business now. Like, people actually go and set up for you. All you have to do is pay
Yep.
them. Like, it's beautiful, it's gorgeous. I'm sure, yeah, I would love it. But I would have never thought of that being an idea of something to get or to do
We already do that for
without
birthdays.
social media.
That's the thing, though. We already do that. Like, our friends normally gather together, decorate hotel rooms, and surprise people. So it's
Yeah.
like, to me, again, it's not even something that I would have taken from social media and applied, but it's the idea of, you know, at the end of the day, like, comparison is the thief of joy.
That
You
part.
know, so it's like when you speak in a way where you're saying, you know, like, hey, I don't have that, or, you know, I wish I had that. Like, again, it's giving like this energy that your relationship is missing something. And if that's the case, then it's most likely it's not because of social media. Then there is just, you're not getting the love that you want in your relationship if that's how you feel. Like, if you're constantly putting yourself in a state of comparison, then I don't feel that you're genuinely happy in the place that you are. You know what I mean? So it's like, again, ask yourself those questions. Like, you kind of have to walk yourself through that. Like, if you are making constant comparisons, or you are like wishing you had what other people had in their relationships, then maybe you need to double back and go like, what am I not doing in my relationship to not receive those things? Or like, what are we not doing as a unit
Yeah.
to achieve that? Or maybe, why is your partner so content with the way things are, meanwhile here you are sitting desiring more? Like, why isn't there that connection? There is something missing there that is causing you to compare yourself to other people, or wishing you had what other people
Yeah.
had. You know what I mean? And I think that's just, again, what I would suggest is work on it, man. Like you said, communicate, set those
Yeah.
expectations.
That's got to be like the biggest thing though, is just talking about it, because we've talked about it numerous times how we change as people. So a lot of the times there's things that we don't even think of because we're so wrapped up in our own world that we're focused on like how we're growing and like what we're doing in life. And it's not that we intentionally forget about our partner, but we stick to the basis of like, okay, I know this is what is needed, without thinking broader or bigger, like, oh, you know, I haven't done this in a while. Let me just, you know, because you get so caught up with life things. And I think like if you're not communicating or sitting, having like weekly check-ins with your partner or whatever the case is, that stuff can get overlooked. And then it does start feeling like I'm just missing something. Like, what is off? Like, it's not okay. But you're never going to know unless you sit and talk about it, because for all you know, your partner's sitting there thinking everything's great,
Yep.
not thinking anything is off or thinking anything is weird, and you're over here spiraling.
Yeah, and that kind of just takes us back to the whole overthinking episode we did, where it's like you're kind of talking yourself out of achieving whatever it is you're setting yourself out to achieve. So, yeah, the best piece of advice I would give you is just try so hard not to see, you know, don't look for things in your relationship that you're necessarily lacking, but like also look at your relationship with the lens of gratitude, you know? Like, oftentimes you may see people have this thing, but they may not have what you have, you know? And
Yeah.
love is also very unique to every individual. So like, to
What
think,
works for them might
yeah,
not work
to
for you.
think that you're gonna find the love you want from observing another couple, it seems I'm not saying you can't find some things you may like or pick up some, healthy relationship habits, but love is genuinely a unique experience. So you have to create your own mold that you fit comfortably in. You have to find your balance, your partner that is going to be the counterweight to create that, balance in your life. So don't compare yourself so much to the people you see on social media. Again, what you're seeing is final product. So those people like worked hard, edited it, makeup, haircut, they set these things up 9 times out of 10. And again, they're showing us the best parts of their relationship. Like you said, not so much the negative, not the arguments, not the work. So for all we know, some of these couples are in therapy together, and maybe they are actually putting in the work. We don't see it. We may not see it. We see all the good parts of them. Yeah. But oftentimes, that's social media. It's, when's the last time you fucking took a selfie fresh off the wake up? And Never. Like for real, fresh off the wake up. Not the bullshit that girls be doing where they'll get done up and then lay in bed, hit record, and then be like, oh, fresh off the wake up. Like, yeah, okay, Beyonce, you woke up like that? Beyonce. All right. Okay. Nah, I'm talking about fresh off the wake up, hair all fucked up, hair tie hanging out, couple hairpins missing, titty hanging out of the tank top. Nobody's taking fucking selfies like that. No. So again, social media is a place where people are putting their best foot forward. They're taking pictures of themselves fresh off the haircut, fresh with their hair done, fresh with their makeup done, lashes just put on. You know what I mean? Like, that's how people are taking pictures. And if not like that with filters and other things that, again, are just portraying unrealistic standards and or final product. So you're seeing the best version of it, or you're seeing like you're seeing the masked version of it, one or the other. You know what I mean? It's either filter or it's, I don't want to say processed, but again, like it's created. Yeah. So... yeah, try not to be so tough on yourself. Look at your relationship with the lens of gratitude. I think that'll be a lifesaver for sure, because I know that helped me a lot as well.
Yeah, samesies.
Oh, yeah, man. That was good. I like that.
I did like that.
Cool. Well, again, guys, make sure you guys are tuned in. We do post the topic of the episode a little bit in advance, so this way you guys have the opportunity to submit your questions. Shout out to all the feelers who are always tuned in and gracing us with the opportunity to answer these live on our show, man. But before we get into the episode, or the rest of the episode, let's hear a word from our sponsors. Introducing OuLa-Lade, the most delicious lemonade in existence. It is the bee's knees. Unfortunately, we missed the drop this week, and that's why we don't have any on set, but we will get them fresh next week, next episode, and we will make sure they're here dripping in deliciousness. Make sure you guys go get yours, made with love. All natural ingredients. And yeah, man, if you guys haven't had yours, make sure you guys go get yours. Follow them on Instagram at OuLa_Lade. Again, that's OuLa_Lade. The best lemonade in existence. The only sponsor and the only drink sponsor of In the Fields podcast. And we love you guys. And shout out to y'all. And make sure you tell them Johnny and Lisa sent you. Other than that, man, back to our episode.
All right, guys, and we are back with this week's episode. So to get it started, when you think of like a perfect couple, who comes to mind and why?
Me and you.
Okay.
No, I mean,
I love that though.
When I think perfect couple, I mean, that's really hard because I just have such a realistic view on life. That I don't really have the perfect couple in mind. You know, a lot of people might be like, my parents. And I'm like, no. I'm sorry. Like, my parents were born in, like, the 50s and 60s and shit, I think. Yeah. So, like, I just don't foresee them, especially with the way that, you know, the construct, the social construct of men and women, like I just don't foresee that being the perfect couple. Well, yeah, I don't know. I don't think the perfect couple exists. If I really want to answer that question, I don't think the perfect couple exists. I think there are couples who have found their harmony.
I like that.
And again, and I don't mean to reference music, but like, when you harmonize, it's like you have like a main vocal, but then you have like a backup vocal that blends perfect together, and they sound like when you play a chord on a piano, like they're in
Yeah.
sync, and they're again supporting each other in that aspect.
The
So it's like,
balance.
again, I don't think there is a perfect couple. I think there are couples who have found their harmony within their own unique version of love. You know what I mean? Because I've seen people who have been together for mad long, and I don't understand their relationship. Because to me, it couldn't be me. Like, I've seen people, and I'm like, nah, couldn't be me.
I agree.
And again, it's not for me to understand, but that just couldn't be my version of love. Like, I've seen people, if y'all making it work, you found the harmony.
If it works for you, it works for you.
Yeah, if you found the harmony within your relationship, like, that's great. Who am I to tell you that that's wrong? You love it, you enjoy it, that's fantastic. It's
you're
like that,
happy, I'm
It's like
happy.
that freaking show we're watching right now. That the freaking Ed Gein, the monster show or whatever. That blonde girl, the Adeline or whatever, who's like totally okay with him fucking with dead bodies and shit, dude.
Yeah, I need to watch
Listen,
more of that because I need to know what's happening.
Hey, honey, if that's your version of love and y'all that's y'all shit, like, okay, you found your harmony. Are y'all the perfect I don't think anybody's the perfect couple, and I for sure don't think y'all are, but hey, listen, if you found your shit, you found your bee's knees, that's cool. You found the shit you're rocking with, that's cool.
That's
To
crazy.
me, I don't think the perfect couple exists. I think people strive. I don't think the perfect couple exists. I think people who stay together for a really long time, they typically, like the people who have, I would say, a good, healthy relationship, those people learned how to love each other. And I think that's what makes two individuals perfect for each other.
Yeah.
But I don't think there's a perfect couple, because to assume that there's, I guess, and it's subjective, you know what I mean? Because the idea of perfect is what? What's perfect? Is that without flaws, or is it something that works really well? Like, what are we? Again, it's subjective to me. If we had to be objective about it and just go based on definition, perfect is without flaws, and
yeah.
there is nothing in this world, that exists without flaw. You know what I'm saying? Like, something has,
Something had to be worked on at
yeah,
some point.
exactly. You know what I'm saying? So it's
Yeah.
like we all as humans, like, we evolve, and our relationships do the same thing. So again, it's like trying to find the perfection within the imperfection, because you know that the relationship isn't going to stay the same. So you know that it's going to change. You know there's going to be moments of, I don't want to call them broken moments or moments of fracture, but you know that through the evolution of your relationship, there are going to be moments where it also comes down and also goes up. And again, this is the beauty within love. It's finding the beauty within the chaos. It's knowing that this thing that you have that's going to die, you're going to adore it anyway, even though you're going to lose it at some point. It's literally psychotic. So again, it's like, it's hard to even think that there's some two people that would make the perfect couple. To me, that's a facade that I think, I think that's an imaginary standard that people wish they could attain.
Yeah.
And for some people, they pretend that that's really them. Yeah. Like, they don't go through anything bad. Everything you see on social media is fucking, we're the fucking most loving fucking people in the world, and we just love each other, and we love our children, and we do fucking challenges together, and fucking we're the best, and we're the fuck. Bro, I feel like some of that shit, I think they made a Netflix documentary about a lady like that who, like, for social media was like putting up the major fucking front that she was like the best mom ever, the best wife ever, had her fucking whole family in on it, to the point where like the kids couldn't even do it no more because they were like, oh, bro, like, this shit is too much. Like,
yeah.
So I don't know. The perfect couple, to me, that doesn't exist. Do I know people who have found their harmony and have had long lasting, have had a long lasting experience? Yeah, of course. But those are people that put in the work.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. Like you said, it's just a like a label or a title to put on it. But I think it ultimately boils down to, within your relationship, are you learning from your mistakes? Are you willing to talk about issues, change things, grow, build, like do all these positive aspects together? Because in my failed relationships, it was always one sided. We didn't agree. You know what I mean? We weren't willing to grow together, or we saw things so differently that it's like it was not going to go anywhere. No matter how much we forced or tried to make it work, inevitably it wasn't going to. So I think like when you do find that person that's willing to really put in that work and that effort to make a change with you, that could be considered a perfect relationship because you found, like you said, your harmony. You found the person that's willing to balance with you, work with you, help push you, help guide you. Like, it's definitely a balance that's needed within a relationship. It can't be one sided. And when you find yourself in those situations, a lot of the time you find yourself questioning, what am I missing? What's going wrong? Why is this not working? No matter what I try to do, it's still not hitting. Like, communication isn't working. Like, there's something not there when you don't find your person.
Yeah. And I think too, like, it's not, I don't think there's such thing as a perfect couple, but I do believe that there are two people who are willing to work hard enough to be perfect for each other.
Yeah.
I think that's a more realistic way to put it.
Yeah, like I want to check as many boxes for you as I can.
Facts. And even if I show up and I'm only 60%, I love you enough to work, or if I want this to work, then to love again. And I always say, like, love to me is a choice. It's a conscious decision of waking up and going like, yo, I know I'm 60% for you right now, but like I want to be 100% for you. Like you said, I want to check all the boxes. So it's like, you know, it's not about loving you the way I know how to love. It's about loving you the way you want to be loved and giving you the love. Yeah, giving you the love you deserve and the love that you have sought after. That should be our goal at the end of the day when we're entering a relationship. It's how can I fill the void,
I love that.
So yeah, and it just, again, it's this whole facade of like, I'm just so fucking tired of people feeling like they gotta live up to somebody else's standard or some shit that you've seen on social media, or being like, oh, well, how come I see fucking them do it and blah, blah. Like, that shit is so corny to me, bro, because again, it's the idea that you feel like you're missing something. And, and maybe you just don't know how to communicate that, and that's why you compare yourself and you're fucking, you're venting to your significant other in hopes that, they'll figure it out. But even that is like a difficult road to travel, not knowing how to.
You can't expect them to know enough to be like, well, she doesn't mean that, or he doesn't mean that. Maybe I need to like do a little deeper digging, and like a lot of the time people don't want to do that shit. A lot of the time people are just like, you're crazy, I'm not dealing with this, and then it's just like out the door.
Yeah, man. And it's hard too, because again, you have social media and immediately it's like I know some people feel the need, like for me I don't like, and I think you, for a while, like I feel like early in our relationship,
I
like,
used to, for sure,
that bothered you that I didn't care to post about my relationship.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't really like, it just like, not that I won't, but like I will when when the thought presents itself to me. But like you, for example, you do that way more often than I do. Like, any cute, we take one cute picture together and you're like, gotta post it. Gotta post it. Gotta put a cool little on there, you know what I'm saying? To my husband, the love of my life, my most handsome, like we take one, all it takes is one good picture together. Boom. Shkabam.
I do.
Yeah, and you're good for that. I don't, and I love it. I'll never knock you for it. I've always given you your flowers for it. It's just never been something that I've always done. I do it here and there, and when I feel it, I feel it, and when I don't, I don't. Anniversaries, birthdays. Sometimes the picture will come up on my memories, and I'm like, yo, fucking great time. You know what I mean? But some people feel like they have to do it like competitively. And I think that's what turns me off from the idea of feeling like, oh, I gotta do it because other people do it. Man, fuck them. That's how I feel. I'm like, man, fuck them. I'm good. For all I know, they're doing that because they have a shitty house life, but they don't want people to know that they have a shitty house life. So instead, they put up this facade to cover up all the windows into their lives, right? Because that's what social media is. Social media is a window into your life. But what the cool part is unlike a regular window, you actually get to control what people see when they look through it. So it's like
you could create a whole different persona.
Right, you could put up
you
this
really
fucking
are.
window of, everything is lovey-dovey, gong. Meanwhile, like, you're arguing every fucking night. You're not being present parents, and your kids are going through. I mean, you could just be a bunch of shit. You know what I mean? So I think that's what turned me off from the idea of, like, I guess, like, needing to post on social media. Like, I never felt like I needed to do that. Like, some people feel like they have to do that to compete. And I've seen people do it who I know in real life. Yeah. And I'm like, y'all don't even like each other. Like, when I see y'all in person, it's y'all always arguing or bickering or talking shit about each other or yelling at your fucking kids. Like, I don't know. Like, sometimes I be seeing people put on this front for social media. Meanwhile, behind closed doors, it ain't really like that.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I take everything from social media now with a grain of salt because I changed my perspective on how I viewed social media. But the way that I was with social media in the past also was heavily influenced by previous relationships that I was in and things that, like, was traumatizing, things I did actually have to deal with that, like, swayed my perception on how I did view social media back then. But, like, now looking at it, like, even just, like, the money aspect of it and trying to get, like, famous on Facebook or on Instagram and all this stuff.
Shit is hard.
Not only is it, like, extremely hard, but it's also a lot to keep up with. And I've had days where I'm just like, I don't really fucking feel like doing it. So I'm not going to do it.
Dude, we've done that with the podcast. Literally.
I know.
Like, guys, we're doing these Couch Chronicles right now because, like, lately we've been so overwhelmed with life.
Yep.
That I don't feel like setting up this entire living room and then putting it up and then breaking it back down. The goal really is we want to finish our basement, and God willing, the podcast takes off and allows us an alternate stream of income that will help us get to that point so that we can turn our basement into our podcast studio, essentially. Yep.
But it's also something just for us to do together. Like, essentially, we want to put out a good message. We want to spread positivity. We want to spread, acknowledgement on mental health and, like, reasons why people should take it more serious, catering to, like, what I'm going to school for, what I ultimately want to do in life, things that you've been interested in starting and wanting to do now that we've gotten into this. Like, it's not just to become famous. Like, it's just to do something that brings us some type of joy. Like, this is ours. Like, this is something we built and have together that brings us something bigger and better, no matter where it takes us or how it ends up going.
Yeah, no, I know. I just see it being something that, is so dope that I just feel like it would be such a blessing to be able to say, like, yo, we built this together, and the good that we put out in the world returned to us. You know what I'm saying? And God willing it does, because that's essentially the goal is, like, we want to use this to build more. You know what I mean? Like, I know you're working on being a life coach. You want to go to therapy, and this is a great stepping stone or a great, platform to build upon, because as your credentials become more, solidified. And, like I said, I would love to look into life coaching and even potentially go back to school for like the psychedelic assisted therapy and stuff like that. So like, you know what I mean? It's just something that I feel like it's a good path for us. I've always been the type to give advice, even if I don't take it myself. So it's been something that, again, like I've just always liked doing. And I know we've just been on a positivity kick, like wanting to just spread, just good. I don't want to, I don't like negative vibes.
At all.
I don't even like people to complain.
It is so draining.
Yo, bro, I know. Trust me, it's fucking exhausting, man. So, but again, it's like, this is the part that people don't see when they're,
watching social media.
When they're watching the perfect couple myth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, here we are, what a lot of people see on social media of us, and a lot of people follow our relationship. Like, we're like, oh my God, I fucking love you guys. They don't see this shit where we're fucking burnt out and, like, guys, we shot like 20 something episodes where we were breaking down and building this set, and not that we didn't have help some of those times, but
a lot of it's on us.
A lot of it is on us. And, here's the shit that social media doesn't show you. You know what I mean?
We work full-time jobs.
Yep.
We're parents. We have a house that we have to keep clean, food that we have to cook. Like, yep. There's constant chores in some way, shape, or form. While still making time for each other, because I know we do this together, but like while it's still making time for intimacy, you know what I mean? And time, like spending time together and date nights and friends and, family. While balancing all of this shit, man. And again, this is the shit that most people don't show you guys. I was going to say, a lot of time on social media, you don't see that side of things on that end. You're like, everything is perfect. I will say the one platform that does kind of show building or the build up or the process, I will say, is TikTok. A lot of people, do show the process. Yeah, they show the process heavily on TikTok with your time lapses, and people kind of do show the build up. So it's not all social media, but again, oftentimes what you guys get on social media is finished product shit, which again, here's the reality, guys. Like, we're just too tired to build the fucking set. Yeah, today was hard.
But you guys are still going to get that great quality content, that great quality message, and we'll still edit it, chop it up, make sure you guys have the long form content, the short form content. Like, we'll still do everything that we can to provide you guys with the quality message that we're putting out. But here's the reality, guys, is
we're still learning.
We're still human.
Yeah.
I'm still human. Even though you guys see me and my wife fucking on the Bahamas, splashing each other with water and shit, looking like $1 million, looking like a fucking JCPenney models or some shit. We're still fucking human, man. Here we are, sweats, hoodies, chilling on our couch, and just giving you guys just the raw, authentic, content, man. Because at the end of the day, we're in the fields, man. We're good. We're the good, the messy, and everything in between, right?
Love that.
Oh, yeah, man. But yeah, guys. You want to get into question time, baby?
All right. You want to go first?
All right, guys, it's time for question time. For all the new feelers that are tuned in, question time is when me and the wife, we just ask each other some engaging questions in regard to the topic that we were discussing today, which is the myth of the perfect couple. And yeah, guys, we go back and forth, ask each other a few questions, and then, yeah, man. And then we'll send them home. You want to just do 2 today?
Sure.
All right, cool. All right, I'll go first. So here we go.
It on me.
How do you personally define a healthy relationship? Not a perfect one, but one that feels right to you.
I love that. I like how that was worded. Like I've mentioned throughout this episode, definitely learning communication skills, conflict resolution, having empathy, understanding, patience. Like, I feel like these are all important factors that matter within a relationship. You can't always be on defense. You can't, want to shut your person out because you're just not agreeing with them. Like, there has to be that balance of, it's okay that you feel that way. I'm sorry that that's how you feel about a situation. How can we move forward? How can we resolve this? What is something you need from me in this moment? Like, you have to be willing to ask certain questions, be open to the answers, be willing to make some type of effort or change or whatever the case is. to create a healthy balance within your relationship, because it takes work. You're not going to get into a relationship and boom, it's just going to be healthy, amicable, perfect in a sense. Like that, it's never going to start out that way. Like you have to be able to work towards that. You have to be able to like see enough in your partner to be like, yo, this person is worth whatever it's going to take to get there. That's probably what I would say.
Nice.
Just like because that's a lot of stuff that we had to put in within our own relationship to get to where we are today.
I like that. That's good, baby.
Nice.
What you got for me?
Thor.
Oh, now you're sitting there peacefully instead of rubbing your face against the microphone. Nice. Are you clawing up the blanket?
He's making biscuits.
Whatever that means.
All right, ready?
Yeah, hit me with it.
How has being married changed your understanding of what a perfect relationship is supposed to look like?
Hasn't really changed it for me at all. I'm going to be honest with you. The only reason why is because marriage to me is the choice to solidify the goodness that you have. Like once you feel like you've got what you want to consider like, you know, the perfect partner or the person, you know,
what's perfect for you.
Yeah, when you found what's perfect for you, that's when you make the choice to get married. You know what I mean? Like I feel oftentimes people, they get married because they feel like they need that title to reach the pinnacle of love. I felt like I was already in love with you, like at the pinnacle of love. That was when I made the choice to be like, I want to marry her. Yeah. It wasn't the other way around. Oftentimes people feel like I'm going to get married and then I'm going to unlock this level of love. Nah, it doesn't work like that, bro. Ain't shit changed except you became my ex-girlfriend. That's about it, dog.
I feel like a lot of time, too, it's like a time thing. Like, people feel like they have to do things in time order where they're like, college, marriage, kids. Like, I have to be this age, this age, this age.
Sometimes people are so love struck, like, especially early.
They rush into
like,
it.
Oh, my God, she's the one. I've got to do it. Like, and I'm like, bro, chill out. You've never even lived with this person.
Yeah.
You've never experienced, you never traveled with this person.
It works for some people.
It does. And again, those are, I shout out my hats off to those people because they're resilient as fuck. But those are people, again, that don't give up, which is, that is the premise or the, you know, that's like the bare minimum baseline to long-term relationships is they just didn't give up. None of that shit was perfect. Yeah. There isn't a perfect couple. So, again, when I got married, it didn't change my perspective at all. In fact, for me, the reason I wanted to get married was because I felt like I found my better half or like my other half, if you will, like my balance, my sun to my moon, my yin to my yang, you know? So it didn't really change my perspective much. It just more or less was it's kind of like, you know, in a video game when something is locked and you have to complete certain challenges and shit for it to unlock. That's how I looked at marriage. Like, it wasn't until I completed, you know, this challenge, we went through this, we completed this side mission, and then it was like, oh, now that you've 100%ed the game, you've unlocked marriage. So that's how it was for me. It wasn't for some people, you know, it might be the other way around. Like, for them, like, marriage might be something that changed. Like, now that you're a wife, you're like, oh my God, like, I've got wifely duty. Or now that you're a husband, you're like, oh my God, now that I'm a husband, I have to do what? Yeah. That you weren't doing before marriage. And oftentimes,
it really isn't much different.
Oftentimes, they say that you're a wife before you become a wife. Mm-hmm. So if that is the same, right? If we are to say that, and again, I'm what you do to one side, you have to do to the other. Like, if you were a wife before you became a wife, that would imply that I also was a husband before I became a husband, which means I was doing the things worthy of earning the title. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, that's how I look at it. I don't look at it as something you just give because, nah, bro, that's something, that's like a title that you earn. You
That's a
earn the
special
title of being a
commitment.
husband. You earn the title of being a wife because that is a commitment. That's a really big fucking decision.
Yeah.
So you would think that to make such a major decision, you would have had to have endured and or experienced or conquered to make this educated decision. If it's such a major fucking choice, you'd think people would take a little bit more time before they just fucking up and do it. So, and I think that's what we did.
Yeah,
you know?
I mean, I think about it all the time because there was points where I
dude,
really
in 28
wanted.
days, we're going to be together for 8 years, bro. Or
I-
20, 30, 35, sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna say a little bit more.
No, 28. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's 11:04.
Oh, yeah, it's
Yes.
less than a month.
Yeah, so like 28 days, dude. We'll have been together for almost 8 years. But again, married for two fucking months. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was that person that like wanted to get married, and I brought it up a lot early, like maybe 2-3 years in.
Dude, I remember you
But-
being like, when are you going to propose? And I'm like, I remember you asking me when I was going to propose.
You got so upset.
When I was in the midst of like putting money aside to buy your ring and shit. And I'm like, man, I remember getting so tight because I'm like, man, because I couldn't tell you. I couldn't be like, well, I'm fucking working on it. You know what I mean? So it's like,
Yeah.
it's like kind of
But
hard.
also, like, now looking back, I think that person I was also so concerned with the fact that I was getting older. I had a kid. I was still hung up on my past a lot and so fearful of, like, what was coming in the future because of where my head was at that, like, I didn't really take a lot of things into consideration. But now looking back where I am now, I'm glad we waited because we really did get the full experience of who we are just as people and who we are together, how we handle conflict, how we handle family, how we handle every little situation, and how we continue to move forward. So it's like getting married now just makes things so much better because we're already at a place of understanding with each other.
Facts. So,
And
yeah.
it took work to get there.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, that's in any relationship, you know, you got to put in the work. And again, that's how I would answer that. Like, marriage to me did not change my outlook or my perspective on what the perfect couple could or should be. All right, I got one more for you here.
That was
your question to me. You asked me how my outlook on the perfect couple changed after getting married.
Yes, you're right.
Okay, so here we go.
You started it.
If people could see us when we're not podcasting, the real us, what moment would surprise them the most?
I don't know, because I feel like the people that follow us, like, they be knowing us. They be seeing us out and about.
But I also feel like we're not this is
I
us,
think,
dude.
Yeah, I think what would surprise people the most is because, like, how homey we are. Like, just wanting to lay in bed, eat a bunch of snacks, watch a bunch of fucking shit TV, and just be silly with each other. And there's times where we've chosen that over going out because that's what we would prefer to do instead.
Yeah, facts.
Because, like, I feel like on social media, we just be looking lit and having fun and traveling and going places and linking with our friends and doing shit with our kids. When majority of the time, we're at home chilling. Like,
yeah, like we're working and then we're chilling and then we're being mom and dad and yeah. Yeah, I could see that.
yeah.
I think too. I think people don't realize how much we joke with each other in person. Like here,
Oh my
we obviously
gosh.
try to upkeep some sort of human conversation, but
We're all jokes.
literally the majority of the time, dude. Sometimes we don't even say words. Like we're just laughing and making noises. Like it's honestly sometimes it surprises me because we'll just. There's times where we're outside of this. Like we're very few words, I would say, for the most part. Like when we're just chilling and it's just us and we're just
I feel like
fucking with each
people
other and shit.
would call us weird
Yeah.
if they
But I
if they
also
were a
think
fly on the wall.
but
Sometimes.
I also think in that aspect though, it would also make them say that like you guys are perfect for each other.
Yeah, for sure.
Because they're like, you guys are, because I know that like
We're like two peas in a pod.
well, also too, even on the aspect of like, there's people that have known you for so long who have said things like, "Oh my God, it's so like you found, it's
It makes
so
me
right
cry
for you
every time.
Yeah. So
especially
like,
people that don't even know you, and I'm like, how do you even know that?
because I can see it on you, girl. You're fucking glowing, like, girl. I remember everything you've been through, and I'm like, who are you? Never even met these people.
I
so
love
then-
those messages though; they're my favorite.
Yeah, that was hilarious. Yeah, that's good.
Or the fact of like how kid-like we are with our own kids.
Yes. But we're also young ass parents. And I keep realizing that the more and more I'm around my kids at their schools. Because everybody's like 50.
Nothing was worse than when I took Maya for cheerleading tryouts and they asked me if I was there to try out because they thought I was a fucking senior.
Bro, I'm so
And I'm like,
young
I'm
of a
pushing
dad.
30. Like, what are
I'm
we
so
talking about
young
right
of
now?
a dad. If I pick my daughter up from school, she's like, "Can we play music?" And I'm like, "Sure." And she has to bump, and she's got to put the windows down because now we're in the Beamer, and she's like, "Gotta fucking flex," you know what I mean? And I'm like,
Yeah, I didn't have
I'm
that
like-
ability as a child.
I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, can you not? Like, I'm like, people probably think I'm like some old dude like picking up a high school girl right now. Like, stop it, please. Put the fucking windows up. You're making it look weird, dude. I'm young. I'm handsome. Okay, people are gonna think the wrong thing. They're not gonna think I'm your fucking dad. I hope people think I'm like an older brother or something at least. Jesus Christ.
People think I'm Maya's older sister all the time.
Bro, it's insane to me. And then they're like, "You're her dad?" And I'm like, "Yeah." Even people I went to high school with, they're like, "You had a kid at 16? I knew you sophomore year." And I'm like, "It's getting down and busy, dude. Don't know what to tell you.
I love how you like.
Just own it." Yeah, like
Yeah.
I just Mandela effect people. I just literally like I'm rewriting history for people.
She lived in a whole nother
yeah,
state.
I'm like, I like rewrite history for people.
we got back together.
Yeah, I like literally like people are like, "You kid is 16, dude? Didn't we go to high school together?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure did." Well,
It was my secret baby.
like, dude, she lived in Easton. I was in Whitehall. Duh. Oh, that checks out. That checks out. Like, just fucking literally like Bernstein bears on people, dude. Just fucking. Wasn't it Bernstein or Bernstein? I don't remember.
I love that you do that though. I know that means a lot. to
Chick-fil-A
her.
doesn't have a K in it? What do you mean?
I'm fucking dead.
You know what I mean? All right, what you got for me? Last one, and then we'll send them home, baby.
All right. Let me get. All right, ready?
Hit me with it.
What's a piece of advice you would give to another couple who feels exhausted trying to live up to an unrealistic standard of perfection?
Stop trying to live up to the unrealistic standard. That's what's causing the exhaustion, is that you guys are chasing a fucking bar that is constantly moving. You're chasing a goalpost that by next year, there's going to be some new trending shit. Actually, not even next year. In the next 2 weeks, there's going to be some new trending couple shit. Dude, literally every season, we find some new cute couple shit. Halloween's coming up. So what do you think I found? Matching couples pumpkin hoodies. And I showed them to my wife, and she was like, "Oh my God, we gotta fucking get those. Can we fucking do the pictures? Come on, I want to do the pictures." But guess what? When October's over, you know what's going to happen? Those hoodies are going to be gone. And then my wife's not going to think about them anymore.
Nope.
And then you know she's going to be like, "It's fucking time for turkey, dude."
The same way we get different matching pajamas all the time.
Literally.
Instead of just saving the ones we have.
It's so frustrating, bro. Like, and I'm so glad we don't do that anymore. Like, I'm glad that we can see shit online and we can choose whether or not we want to partake in those shenanigans.
Yeah.
We don't feel like it's a necessity. Oh, are you trying to hold my hand? Sorry, my cat reached out to my hand. I thought that was adorbs. Anyway, so yeah, like we can make the conscious decision if we want to partake in that shit, which
Yeah.
is so dope.
I feel like
because-
it's when we see things that we know both of us can confidently do, and it's funny enough where we're like, "Yo, we should try this," because I feel like we'd kill it.
yeah, and
But
again,
not
it's like,
just because
or
everyone's
we don't
doing
feel
it.
like it's a necessity. Like, oh, they're doing it, so we have to.
Yeah.
Oh, it's trending. We've got to do it. Oh, the couples are doing this now, so let's do it. Oh, there's a challenge.
Well, that's what makes
Like-
social media so hard to keep up with, because every day there's something, and it's like
bro. For all that,
I'm
I'd
not
rather just
fucking-
make my own shit. For all that, I'd rather just make my own shit. And
Yeah.
if it pops off, it pops off. If I'm gonna spend my fucking time doing something with my wife, it's gonna be something I want to do or we want to do together. Because I'm not gonna sit here going, "Oh, well, I saw them do this fucking thing and and he lifted a fucking." Nah. eat a bag of dicks with that. I'm sorry. It's just not what I would like to do. I'm not saying there isn't the occasional challenge. You know, I know we used to do that, but even that was exhausting sometimes.
Yeah, we didn't keep up with it very
Dude,
long.
what did we get? A tortilla challenge in? We got a fucking...
Make the face, make the
Make
sound.
the face, make the sound
Which was
shit,
hilarious.
which was great. I really want to do, there are some challenges I'd like to do on the podcast. Like, there are ones like, I want to do the one where, like, one of us has the headphones on and we can't hear and we're trying to read each other's lips and shit.
I'm horrible at reading
I
lips.
know, but it would be so funny, dude. I think it would be hilarious. So, yeah, but again, it's just, I would say to any couple, you know, the advice I would give is stop trying to live up to someone else's standard, especially social media standards, because they constantly fluctuate and change, and they're based on an algorithm and things of that nature. I would strive to create your own standard. I would strive to create what works for you, because again, love is just so unique, and it's not I'm not saying you can't garner inspiration from social media. And I think that's another thing. Like, people need to stop looking at social media and the standards you see on social media. Stop looking at it as something that you're lacking in your relationship, and maybe look at it as something that is more inspiring, something that you aspire to have within your relationship, and open up that dialogue within your relationship. But don't look at it as something you're missing.
Yeah, I would say you could get mad ideas from social media.
Yeah, and that's great. You got ideas, great. Those are ideas. That's inspiration. That is motivation, and it's something that you want to apply, or you want to start, you know, really connecting with your significant other in that sort of way. But it just can't be something that you're like, I need to live up to this. You know, and that's exhausting, because again, you're chasing a goal that is constantly moving, because people have the attention span of fucking goldfish now. And, you know, dude, you're 2 scrolls away from changing your fucking standard. You're literally like, you could watch a video, 2 scrolls later, it's a whole nother video, completely different spectrum. You know, you scroll, you see this guy doing a picnic in the living room for his wife. 2 scrolls later, you see this guy who's got a fucking skyline view in New York, penthouse with rose petals everywhere for his wife. And you're like, bro, which one do I do? Because if I give my wife the picnic, but she's a fucking Skyview type of lady, now I feel like I sold her short, but I picked what I saw on social media. So now I'm fucking up. And again, do what you feel is right, bro. Listen to your partner, hear them out, open that dialogue, really create your own standard. Your wife is going to tell you what she wants. Your wife will tell you, oh my God, babe, doesn't that look nice? Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Duly
women
noted.
definitely
you know
give
many
you
times
subtle
I just
hints.
bought sneakers for my wife because she's just been like, oh my God, man, my sneakers are so fucked up. Okay, cool. Duly noted.
I feel like women do give subtle hints quite often, because
it's not subtle.
They just speak out loud.
That's a compliment.
They just speak out loud where they're like, "Oh, look how cute
that's
this
not
is."
Subtle. That's if you think that's subtle. No. That's not subtle at all. That's
Low
you
key,
guys.
I want this.
You guys want vomit. Yes, you guys literally are like, it'd be nice to go to the city and fucking, my bad, I didn't mean to scare you, Thor, but that's literally what fucking women do, bro. You guys like want vomit. You're like, my Air Force Ones are so dirty, I wish I had a new pair of white ones. And then I'm like, oh, okay.
Duly noted.
Yeah, literally a note. No, got it. Okay, cool.
I think just living in the moment, though, is important, too, because, like, when you did that picnic, I didn't think once, like, oh, my God, I need to document this for social media. I was just so, like, in it.
Yeah, dude,
like, I
live
just
in
want
the
to
moment.
look at all my snacks, look at this comfy setting, like, when my food's about to be here.
And then the Popeyes
let's snuggle.
fucked that whole picnic up.
Yeah, it did.
Oh, my God, bro. We got
Haven't
Popeyes.
eaten Popeyes
Yeah, I haven't eaten Popeyes since, bro. Can't lie. Popeyes fucked that picnic up, man. We're going to have to do a new picnic. I'm going to have to do a Chick-fil-A picnic or something. Because, bro, whatever chicken we ate that time was not it. That was not it. Yeah, man.
Do what works for you.
Yeah, man. Create your own standards. Fuck social media. Fuck living up to what social media has to say you got to do.
Yeah,
at the end of the day,
we didn't do that before social media.
At the end of the day, nobody tells me what I got to do. I do what I want to
do. Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, mad New York.
Do your own fucking thing, man. Stop worrying about what anybody else got to say, dude. All right, so I like that. That was great. And you guys already know we're going to send them home, baby. We're going to send them home. We leave the feelers with a question for them to answer that is related to the topic of our episode, which, again, is the myth of the perfect couple. And to all the feelers that are tuned in, here is our question for you. Actually, I don't like that one. How about this one? What's one imperfect thing about your relationship that actually makes it perfect for you?
Oh, I like that.
Right? I like this one too. If you guys are hearing this on your socials or on YouTube, make sure you guys drop the answers in the comments below, because you never know when the why in your story is silent and becomes our story. And yeah, man, until next time, guys, keep feeling,
keep sharing,
and keep it real within the feels, baby. Yay.